We manifest every day.
Right.
Manifestation is a part of creation. And as we are all creators, born from creation to be here to create, then manifestation means taking the correct, or I should say, aligned action to what you want, and that makes it happen.
Finding the people that are on the same vibe as you, finding people who can educate and teach is super crucial. And if that's me, then I'll absolutely love to be that person for them.
The only person stopping me from doing that is myself. I may not be the fastest, take a little longer to do it, take a few more stops or whatever. But I think that's what most people feel like if they can't do it right the first time in the part of their training that they've been brought up in, that it's got to be done this way. And if you don't do it that way, it's not correct. There is no right way or wrong way. It's what's best for you. And that's what I just do. I don't live by anyone else's rules.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Duncan here. I am so excited to be introducing you to my friend, Tamela Davis. We have been working together for a few years now, and she's a co-author in Superconscious Manifestation, but we've done amazing things. We've traveled the world. We went to Africa together. Your son came. You've come to events all around the world with me, and I'm just so excited to share you and your genius and be a co-author. We've done many things together with safaris and events and trainings, but now we're co-authors, and it's a real honor to stand alongside you. So I'd love you to give a little bit of an introduction to everyone of who you are.
I'm happy to be here. My name is Tamela Davis, and I am super conscious now, thanks to you. It's really quite interesting story. Several years back when I was trying to decide what my true purpose for being on this earth is, I was scouting the internet, and I just happened to look up on one of your little seminars that you did. I say little, none of your seminars are little. But anyway, we did the introduction, and I was like, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. So in my spare time, I did help my husband build a company. We're contractors with FedEx. We started with one truck, and we built the company up to, we have about 62 tractor trailers now, 120 employees. We're in 5 different states. And of course, I'm based out of North Carolina. So in North Carolina, we are the largest FedEx contractor that they have in the Kernersville area. So it's been quite interesting to incorporate my business with this work, because I always knew that there was something missing and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Yeah. And so now with the teachings that I've had through conscious education, and like you said, traveling the world, things that I've done that I would have never, ever done before.
Yes.
It's amazing. When I first started with you, also, you did a seminar in Australia, and I always wanted to go to Australia. And my husband was a little bit on the negative side. He's, they're a little woo-woo here, and they're just getting like it. I said, no, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Australia. You want to go with me? And he said, oh, no, you just go ahead. So a couple of weeks went by, and I'm online, and I'm booking everything. And he said, are you serious? I said, yes, I'm serious. So I went to Australia by myself from the United States. Had an absolute blast. I've not been the same. It was totally life-changing. Highly, I recommend, please travel to Australia, please. It's an absolutely gorgeous country. And I do hope to get back soon. But that was just the absolute beginning of how my life changed. And thought I was manifesting, but no, I found out what the creator truly is.
You are such a powerhouse manifester. I remember, obviously you're so humble about your business. You're 120 staff in 5 states, but you're killing it. Your business is going really good. And, not only did you come to Australia, you obviously came to Africa, but you brought your son. And it was so cool, to have you and your son, Parker, out there in Africa. I remember just sitting on the back of a Jeep with him, just having the best time looking at, those lions and just doing the soul safari. It was incredible. The thing about you is you're such a vibe, From the moment you walked in at the event in Australia, my wife goes, who is that? And I was like, I don't know. And then we got to know you. We had a drink afterwards. And my wife was like, I love her. And Harriet just loves you, because you guys just have Such the same vibe when it comes to fashion and wanting to have everything perfect. It's awesome. I love that you're now part of the book because you've been such a big part of Magnetic Mind. You might not even know it, but your energy contributes to it. So manifestation, what does that word mean to you? If someone is to manifest something, what would be your definition of that?
Manifestation has a lot of different meanings to a lot of people.
Mm,
Before I got into your work and totally understood what creating was, I sort of just had the same, I think, philosophy that a lot of people have, and that is that you wish really hard to the universe. And
mm,
if you wish hard enough and you're lucky enough and you're good enough, it'll happen.
yeah,
But that's actually not the truth.
mm,
We manifest every day.
right.
Manifestation is a part of creation. And as we are all creators, born from creation to be here to create, then manifestation means taking the correct, or I should say, aligned action to what you want, and that makes it happen. So I just say creation, and
Yeah.
I
No,
live on
I
the core
agree.
four that you taught us. And to me, that's, every day I'm going to create something, I'm manifesting something, and just knowing that you have the ability to do whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
and you don't need any magic wand or any input from the universe, even though thank you, universe, for
Yeah.
all the good stuff. But yeah, that's what it means to me.
I love that. It's so important. Thank you, universe, God, whatever we want to call it, same thing. But what I love about what you said there is a lot of people think manifestation is wishing for something and then just trying to be really good. And there's this whole idea, if I'm really good and if I'm good to others, then I'm going to get given what I want. And it's startling to that person when somebody who's not good is able to manifest. You're like, but you know, and so it's interesting how we try to manipulate the world into giving us what we want rather than just creating it or manifesting it. Is that something that you were caught into, this idea of being a certain way or being good? Do you think that was holding you back?
Oh, certainly. Yes. I mean, just, going back from childhood, I mean, that's, good, bad, wrong. It's just all part of the scenario that you're like, programmed with. And if things don't go your way, then, well, you must be bad. You must have done something really bad. And it's thank goodness that we know better,
Yeah.
just thank goodness
Like
that we know better.
exactly. I mean, Santa Claus has his list, right? And
Right.
you be naughty or nice. It's drilled into us from an early age. One thing I love about you and your ability to manifest is if you set your mind to it, you're doing it, like traveling all the way to Australia. And then I remember when you turned up to Africa and you're like, I have been on a plane for 30 hours or whatever it was. Like, Chris, I didn't know it was this far away. But then you got to go do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just all in. So where did that come from? That I'm just going to go make it happen attitude. Is that have you always been like that?
I wouldn't say I've always been that way. I've certainly become enlightened, as to what my abilities are. I was one of those that I guess I've always been sort of out there, but I still was like repressed and held back, for fear of I'm going to fail, or I don't know how to do it, or, someone's not going to approve of it. After going through, I guess it was transformation, after I went through transformation, I realized really it set in concrete there that there's nothing I can't do. Now, of course, we all have some limitations,
Yeah.
there again, like I said, I
Walking
mean,
through
I'm
walls.
older, so I don't do as many jumping jacks as I used to do. But,
Correct.
the fact is, if I want to go and if I want to walk in a marathon, if I want to do a 5K or a 10K, the only person stopping me from doing that is myself. I may
Right.
not be the fastest, take a little longer to do it, take a few more stops or whatever. But I think that's what most people feel like if they can't do it right the first time in the part of their training that they've been brought up in, that it's got to be done this way. And if you don't do it that way, it's not correct. There is
Right.
no right way or wrong way. It's what's best for you. And that's what I
Yeah.
just do. I don't live by anyone else's rules. It's if this is what I want, then I will figure out a way to get it. Like I said, I may go this direction and say, oh, that's not working really good. So let's try this. But the bottom line is you will get there. You just set your mind, and take the appropriate action, and
Yeah.
it'll happen.
It will happen, and you're an example of it. I remember no, I've got so many good memories of us just chatting, just because, I just have such a great vibe. But we were on the boat that time in Australia, your second visit. You're like, Chris, I'm gonna buy a plane. And I was like,
Yes.
oh, you have bought a plane or something. And I was like, okay, crazy lady, buy a plane. Next thing, here's the plane I've bought, and my son's going to be a pilot. And now Parker is a pilot. He's done that and he flies. You're like, I'm gonna have a plane, I'm gonna have him fly me around. And I just love that about you. Like, why not have a plane and why not
Why
have a son
not?
that's a pilot? Why not do that, And
Exactly.
it's really a good energy, and I love it because when we're truly in creativity, we're not doing it for anyone else's reasons. It's just our own,
Exactly.
we just want
Right.
it. And it shows, hey, it really shows. So what are you up to now? So what's life about now for you? Because obviously you got the business going pretty well. And what's next for Tamela Davis?
You mentioned the plane and everything. Actually, we've sort of gotten tired of the little twin engines, so we're actually looking at jets now. So
I should have
hopefully
guessed.
I'll have a jet, very soon. It's a lot more complicated than just the original one that we bought. And there's so many hoops that you got to jump through. It's kind of, real estate deals, it's, oh, okay, make an offer and you close. No, there's a few more steps that we have to go in there to do and stuff. Now, Parker, of course, would not be able to fly the jet yet. He's got to go through a whole nother series of training for that. But yeah,
Right.
I've been working on that. Of course, working on my chapter for the book, which I'm super, super
Nice.
excited about.
Yeah.
And I'd say thank you, because I would have never on my own come up with the idea to write a book. I would have just been doing other things or whatever. And when you come up with this creation, I was like, whoa, I'm going to be an author. I can do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to be an author. So thank you. I'm super excited about
Yeah.
this. And it was very transforming for me to sit down and put my thoughts on paper. And that's another good way of getting yourself into creation, writing those things down. And when you see them, what is it? You got to be it to see it to
Something
be
like
it.
that.
So
Yeah.
true. All your wisdom is so true, Chris. But yes, it's, I'm doing that. And I've actually been working on a few real estate deals. I want to branch out a little bit more into the commercial real estate. Maybe I'd love to have maybe buy like a hotel, the beach somewhere, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. So I've been talking to some people about that. And of course, I'm investing now. I got on the Bitcoin train and I did a little online course with that. And I've got
Amazing.
7 or 8 little things going on right now and riding that roller coaster.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, when you say it, I just believe it now. When you say you're going to go and do something, I'm like, oh, that's probably going to happen. And so if you're listening to this, you really do need to go read Tamela's chapter because she lives it. She embodies being just a powerful manifester. And it's really incredible to watch, and you get out there, you find the information, you fly around the world to get immersed in this. You take your family with you as much as they want to. And you really are a true example of a super conscious creator. I'm so proud that you decided to be part of this book. So if you're listening to this, you do need to go and get your hands on a copy of our book, Superconscious Manifestation, and any of the other books, Transformation, Wellness, or Parenting. It's an incredible series and it's for you. So Tam, I'm coming to the end of our little podcast here. And so do you have a final message you'd love to leave with anyone that's inspired by what we're talking about?
Yes, if you do not know Chris Duncan, Google him and immediately run as fast as you can and sign up for a course. It's life changing. It's life changing, and I'm a different person. It's our tribe. It's not just Chris is wonderful. You're wonderful, and Harriet's fantastic and all, but we have a superb, excellent group of people
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
are there to support you, not to mention the team that you provide, which is incredible. Totally, it's one of the top rated teams I've ever seen in my life. These people are Johnny on the spot. But just the folks that I have met, all over the world that now are my friends and that you can
Yeah.
contact and, bounce an idea off of, or what do you think about this? Or there's so much information,
Yeah.
within this group of people that, if you're having trouble coming up with what you want to create, we got some ideas for you. So you can become an author like I did.
Yeah, well, there you go. No,
Yeah.
it is really good advice. Finding the people that are on the same vibe as you, finding people who can educate and teach is super crucial. And if that's me, then I'll absolutely love to be that person for them. Hey, listeners, I'm sure you're as inspired as me. This is my great friend Tamela Davis, and we're now co-authors. So go get the copy of the book. Stay focused, stay super conscious. We'll talk to you all very soon. Hopefully, see you at a live event too. So bye for now. Thank you so much, Tamela, for your good energy and your, and just spending some time with us here today. Appreciate you. Go get the copy of your book, listeners. We love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.